What's going on, YouTube? This is Wayne with Wayne's Facebook, and it is snowing today, and I'm driving. I made sure I turned my audio down because last time I was driving and I was in a video, I was going to KC Tropicals, and I was listening to Brandon Gilbert, I believe, and I had a little copyright issue with that, so I had to disclaim all that information. But today, I got Rotala indica and non-ginseng. I have non-ginseng back in my tank, but I wanted to get a colony of these two species once again. What the hell? These people don't know how to fucking drive in snow. Excuse my language. But seriously, I'm going back home for these people go off the road, and I will see you guys later. What in the world was this on Christmas Day? You know, it's February, I'm gonna call it the 12th. Something like that. And look, we got snow. Finally, about freaking time. Alright, I'm back from the LFS, otherwise known as the local fish store. Today I want to talk about Rotala species. There's many different types of Rotala out there. There are species from Rotala indica, Rotala non-ginseng, Rotala macaranda, Wallachai, SP butterfly, Vietnam, let's call it. There's a list and list of Rotalas out there that I'm not going to cover. There's just a vast variety of species. What I've got in this bag right here is Rotala indica and Rotala non-ginseng. You guys can see what I've got going on. I've got this colony of Wallachai right here, which is all over the country now. I'm going to strengthen the colony of non-ginseng over there by placing a colony of that. And I'm also going to plant a colony of indica right here. Now, the thing about indica, or rondifolia, better called, is that Wallachai will turn green when nutrients aren't present, but indica will really turn a solid green if there's no CO2, fertilizers, and highlight. But if you have highlight, a mixture of highlight, CO2, and nutrients, rondifolia red can actually turn red, and that's really rewarding about this plant. Now, a lot of people say, how do you plant your plants? Oops, sorry about that. Forward, going everything there. But what I do is basically take these lead weights off, because these are, it's not good for the growth of your plant. It's going to smush it, because it's kind of like a tree. If you ever see that picture of the bicycle inside of a tree, that grew inside of a tree, or the tree grew over the bike, it's the same thing. You know, these stems of these stem plants aren't hard. They're very soft, and by confining them like that, I don't believe that it's good for the plant itself. So I've got 4 bunches of indica. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And you can see the tips of these on camera is probably looking a little more purple. And the underneath and tops are actually redder, because I believe this was, I can't tell if this was aquatic or, submerged or immersed. I think it was half-half actually, and that's why the growth rate is a little. Anyways, it's kind of hard to understand if you're a beginner. But the other plant I've got is non-ginseng. Non-ginseng is less popular, but it's a really rewarding plant. I've got 4 bunches of these as well. This is not known as well, but it's a really rewarding plant. You can see I've got it back there. Excuse me. But when in high light, CO2, and fertilizers, the tips will actually become a bright yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and charge my camera up real quick and come back at you guys. Alright, hopefully that you guys can see. I know the light is really blinding the hell out of the camera for some reason. But I'm going to go ahead and start planting the, I'm going to plant the non-ginseng first. And this indica really looks good. The leaves under here are kind of looking similar to Bacopa carolina. The leaves are, with Bacopa carolina, it looks like indica, but the leaves are more circular. I'm going to throw the indica. I'm going to put the indica in first, and I'm going to put the non-ginseng in first. I'll put the non-ginseng in first. So to clear away, oh, excuse me. But if you don't like burping, I'm sorry, it's got to come out. And you can pick which way. But I'm going to start with the non-ginseng. I've already got 1 colony over there, and what I'm going to do is start by removing the lead weight. And I reuse these. I keep these, or at least try to. I usually don't ship plants with lead weights, but because I just don't like them, because they kind of, like I said, they confine the stem. So what I'm going to do is think about how I want to aquascape this thing. And what I want is, you guys can see that the walleye is really dirty, but what I want to do is have it going this way. So with this non-ginseng, I'm going to have it going that way as well. So first thing I do is I kind of spread out the stems. Then, and this is just what I do, and then I push it into the substrate. And you can see there's a big difference in growth. Now I'm going to move on to the next bunch. There's no real wrong way on how to plant stem plant. I just wouldn't plant them like this, because I've learned over time, when they grow up and they get so dense and thick, the bottoms of the plant start getting blocked out. And if you really wanted to, I've seen people will actually take stem plant bunches and individually plant them a little spaced apart, and that's ideal for the plant, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to plant one here in the back to make it a little denser back here. Alright, then where did my other ones go? Where the hell did they go? Where did they go? Where did my non-ginseng go? Okay, they were trying to run away from me. They went on the other side of the aquarium. I guess they wanted to be planted over there. Wow, that's a brand new lead weight shiny. Now that I've got dents back there, I'm going to work it over. And I'm actually going to break this up a little bit so I can work with it easier. And if you guys were following my old, this tank in the past, I actually had the rotala on the other side, and I'm kind of doing something similar. And the reason I'm breaking up is I can make this line thinner. I need to move some of that Lindophilia sulawesi. Might as well do it now. I don't claim to be an expert aquascaper, but I think I got some skill. I really don't like aquascaping like ADU style, because those styles, you plant them to stay that way forever, and after a while, in my opinion, it gets a little boring. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and work with indica. You can see the effect I've done with the non-ginseng, and when this grows up, it'll even look better, and later on, I'll actually trim these plants to give it height. So, in the front, it'll be short, and it'll go up in height through the back, so it'll give it dimension. And now I'm going to go ahead and work with the indica. Now, one thing about indica, or Rotala rondifolia, the more you trim it back, the more side shoots it'll actually, excuse me, I'm burping today, but when it develops roots, it'll actually shoot off stems in the roots, so you've got to watch that. Oh my god, I'm burping. You got to watch out for that, because it can smother your other aquarium plants. So I'm going to make a dense colony back here beside the walleye. And I'm not trying to aim this one. Sorry about that. My camera ran out of memory card space on me. But I'm not trying to make a line of pattern with the indica. I'm just trying to make a dense vegetation area. If that made any damn sense. And like I said, I'm not going to squish these plants. I am going to spread them out a little bit so they can breathe and have room to grow. looks so damn good. God, this is what I love right here. Dutch style aquariums. I'm so glad I decided to take my 125 and convert it to a complete Dutch style aquarium, because that Amazon look is just, it ain't cutting it for me, guys. I got to go back to what I'm good at, and that is Dutch style aquariums. Dang, I don't know if I want to put any more indica over there. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's take a look, guys. Oh my God, that looks badass. Okay, I'm good. I'm having like a orgasm moment, but that wore off. But you guys can see what I've got going on here. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Alright, Walla Chai's in the back. I've got a colony of Nanjing sand, Hygrophila sp. brown India, Hygrophila pinnatophyta. That's probably going to get moved. I'm cultivating that back. That's Limnophilia sulawesi, Limnophilia aromatica, Belixa japonica, which took a beating, I don't know why, Alternanthera renicia, Rotala indica, and I think I'm going to put something else in this corner. I don't think I want to run indica over there. I think I want to run some other kind of plant. But take a look at the Dutch style. Then look at that shitty Amazon look. Do I want to have a tank like that? Or do I want... I swear it's not one thing to another. But, here we go. I think I'm going to leave the indica like that. And I'm going to put purple bamboo in this corner right here. I've had my eye online for a while now. I'm going to go ahead and order it tonight. Purple bamboo in that corner. Indica, Walla Chai, Nanjing sand, Alternanthera renicia, Belixa japonica, Hygrophila sp. India brown, and then I think I'm going to do right here in this carpet area right here, I'm going to put either Stariogun repens, Pogostamen helferi, or Glosso, and I'm probably not going to do baby tears because everyone does baby tears, and I want to do something, everyone doesn't do. And I didn't plant these two bunches here because I'm gonna do something with them later, but that corner right there is looking badass. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think. I know you guys like this more than you like that, because I like that more than I like this. I'm gonna go clean my tank and clean my filter. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Later.